another point which is B having the coordinate x2 comma y2, and there is a point P having the coordinate x comma y, which divides this line in ratio m1 and m2. The point P divides this line segment in ratio m1 and m2. Then you can write this x as x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. For y coordinate, you can write m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus. So for x, you have to remember this formula. For y, finding the y coordinate, you have to remember this formula. So I am just taking one question. Question is, points are given as a as 5 comma 0 and this is 7 comma 8 is another point, that is B point, and this 5 comma 0 and 7 comma 8 is means this line AB divided in ratio 1:2, and we have to find the point, this point, we have to find this point. Means suppose this is a point P x comma y, means this point P divides this line AB in 1:2. So what you will do, this is m1, you will take, this is m2, you will take, this is x1 y1 x2 y2, and this is x and y. Now you will apply the section formula for finding this x. We have to find the value of x, we have to find the value of y. For finding the value of x, we will write, see the formula, m1 x2 m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. So m1 x2 m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Now what is m1? m1 is 1. What is x2? x2 is 7. x2 is 7 here. Plus, what is m2? 2. What is x1? What is x1? x1 is 5. Divided by m1 plus m2. Means 1 plus 2. You will write. This will become 7. This will become 5 to the 10. This will become 3. The answer is 17 divided by 3. Means the x coordinate will be 17 divided by 3. Now we will find the y coordinate similarly. For the y coordinate, we have the formula m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So m1 is 1. This is m1. This is 1. Now you will take the y2. y2 is 8. Now you will take m2, that is 2. You will take y1. This is y1, 0. And in denominator you will write m1 plus m2. Then you will get, this will become 8. This will become 0. This will become 3. Then you will get 8y3 as the y coordinate of this point. Means there is a point P having the coordinate 17 divided by 3 and 8 divided by 3, which divides this line segment AB having the coordinate and coordinate 5, 0, 7, 8 in ratio 1:2. So this is how we will use the section formula. Note it down. Azaan, have you written this?
No, sir, just one second.
Okay, right.
Sir, scroll down, please.
Yeah. Azaan, have you got this? How to solve this now? You
Yes,
have to
sir.
just apply the formula here. Nothing else is there. Like the distance formula,
Yes.
you have to apply section formula this time.
Okay, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, fine. Now we will solve this question. This is the example number 6 of NCERT of section formula. So I am solving this. They are saying find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points. Joining the points. Line segment joining the points. 4 comma minus 3, 8 comma 5 in the ratio 3:1, and internally they are saying. And I have told you this type of division is known as internal division. When the point of division lies within the given coordinates. This type of division means this point divides this line internally, because internal division is only the part of your syllabus. So internal division. So these formulas are for internal division. So no problem. So try to make the rough figure. Like they are saying we have a line segment first, and they are saying this have a coordinate of 4 comma minus 3, and another coordinate has another point has the coordinate 8 comma 5. They are saying line joining the points. Line joining the point. Suppose this is a point A, this is a point B. Find the coordinate of the point which divides the line segment joining the point. Joining the point means joining this point, and this becomes the line segment when you join this. And they are saying find the coordinate of a point, and you can suppose a point anywhere in between these points. Suppose this point is P and having the coordinates x comma y, and they are saying this point B divides this line segment AB in ratio 3:1. Now what you will do, you have to decide which is M1, which is M2, which is X1, which is Y1, which is X2, which is Y2, and you will apply the formula if you want to find X. So M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 divided by M1 plus M2. So M1 is 3, Y2 is 5, M2 is 1, Y1 is minus 3. You can write this M1 plus M2. So you will get 15 minus 3 divided by 4. You will get 12 divided by 4. You will get y x is equal to 3. Similarly, you will solve y. M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Now M1 is 3, y2 is 5. Oh, sorry. Actually, I have calculated y first. So this is the y coordinate. Okay. This is just the y coordinate. M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Now I am applying the formula for x. No problem, we can change it. For x we have M1 x2 M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2. So what is M1? M1 is 3. What is x1? X1 is 4. Plus what is M2? M2 is 1. What is x2? X2 is 8 divided by 3 plus 1. This will become 12. This will become 8. This will become 4. This will become 20 divided by 4. You will get x as 5. So the coordinate of this point, you will have x coordinate as 5 and y coordinate as 3. So the coordinate of the point answer is coordinate of point P. You have supposed x comma y is equal to, what is x? 5 comma 3. 5 comma 3. So Azaan, first note this down, then we will solve another question.
Okay.
So in this way you have to solve the question. Just I'm zooming it out. Note
Sir, can you scroll down?
Now we will solve this question. So they are saying find the ratio in which y-axis divides the line segment joining the point this and this. Also find the points of intersection. They are saying. So what you should do? Now they are saying y-axis y-axis means this axis. This whole axis is known as y-axis. This positive y-axis, this is negative y-axis. So they are saying find the ratio in which this y-axis divides the line segment joining the point 5 comma minus 6, 1 comma minus 4. So I am just drawing the rough figure. I am not drawing the exact figure. Suppose this is a line segment joining the point 5 comma minus 6 and here is a point minus 1 comma minus 4. This is just the rough figure, not the exact. Okay. So this y-axis this time divides this line segment. I have told you any point on the y-axis will have the coordinate y comma 0. Will have the coordinate y comma 0. Suppose this is the point P on the y-axis. This is point A and this is point P. We have to find in which ratio, means this ratio we have to find m1 ratio m2. We have to find m1 divided by m2 we have to find, and we have also find value of y. So what we will do, we will just apply the formula, not y comma 0, this will any point on the y-axis have the coordinate 0 comma y, because the x coordinate will be 0 here. This is y-axis, x coordinate will be 0. So now you can apply the formula. This is the x coordinate, this is y coordinate. So for x coordinate you will write x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. So this is m1, this is m2, we have to find. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So what is m1? We don't know, but we know this x. We know this x. This x is equal to 0, and m1 we don't know, x2 we know. x2 is minus 1 plus m2 we don't know. m2 into x1. x1 is 5 and divided by m1 plus m2. Now when you will cross multiply this m1 plus m2 with 0, this whole term will become 0. Then you will get minus m1. When you will multiply this with minus 1, this will minus m1 plus 5 m2 divided equal to 0, because this term will become 0. Then you will get m1 is equal to minus 5 of m2, minus and minus cancel. So m1 by m2 you will get 5 divided by 1. So m1 ratio m2 is, this can be written in the form of ratio as M1, this is known as ratio M2, that is equal to 5:1. So value of M1 is 5 and this is 1. So we have find the ratio. We have find the ratio. Now we have to find the point of intersection, this y coordinate. So for y, apply the formula. If you want to, M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. This y we have to find. M1, now this time we know the value of M1. M1 is 5. Y2 is minus 4 plus M2 is 1. Y1 is minus 6. Y1 is minus 6 and M1 plus M2 means 5 plus 1. So you will get the answer minus 20 minus 6. This will become 6. So you will get y is equal to minus 26 divided by 6. When you will further solve this, divided by 2, this will become 13 divided by 3. So the y coordinate is minus 13 divided by 3. So the coordinate of point P, we have 0 comma y. So you can write the P on y axis having the coordinate 0 comma minus 13 divided by 3. So Azaan, write it down. Fastly, I am having a next class. Azaan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write it down fastly. I am having next class.
Sir, I wrote already.
You have written all the things?
Yes.
Okay, Azaan, now you can.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So you are in 12th class?
Yes.
So which chapter should I start, from electrostatics or from current electricity?